Hisense, new official sponsor of Real Madrid. Real Madrid to hold talks to sign 17-year-old Argentine wonder kid in 2025. Real Madrid have been heavily linked with a move for River Plate wonder kid Franco Mastantuono this summer. Ancelotti talks Mbappe, Valverde, Alaba, Tchouaméni, Dani Olmo ahead of Las Palmas vs Real Madrid. Real Madrid will be hoping to secure their second win of the 2024-25 La Liga when they take on UD Las Palmas tomorrow at Gran Canaria. So before we continue, kindly like, subscribe and share your opinion in the comment section. Here we go. La Liga giants Real Madrid have on Wednesday announced a new potentially lucrative sponsorship agreement. The Spanish champions have teamed up with electronics company Hisense, in an agreement spanning through to the summer of 2027. The news was announced across Real's website and social media platforms on Wednesday afternoon, as follows. Real Madrid and Hisense have announced a collaboration agreement whereby the global home appliance and consumer electronics company becomes the official sponsor of our club for the next 3 years. With this partnership, Hisense becomes a regional partner of Real Madrid in Spain, Africa and the Middle East. Turning attentions away from matters in the boardroom, and towards ongoings on the pitch, Real Madrid are set to mark their return to action on Thursday evening. Fresh off a first La Liga win of the season last weekend, Carlo Ancelotti's troops will make the trip to Gran Canaria, hopeful of closing the gap on arch-rivals Barcelona atop the table by way of a second successive three-point haul, at the expense of Las Palmas. Real Madrid to hold talks to sign 17-year-old Argentine wonder kid in 2025. Real Madrid have been heavily linked with a move for River Plate wonder kid Franco Mastantuono this summer. In fact, reports emerged claiming that negotiations had already taken place between the two clubs for the teenage sensation and that an agreement could be on the horizon. But, as things stand, no more signings are expected at Real Madrid this summer, with Carlo Ancelotti having already confirmed that the transfer window is as good as closed. Now, AS reports that Real Madrid will hold talks with River Plate for the signing of Mastantuono during this season with the aim of signing him in the summer of 2025. This update comes after River Plate's president Jorge Brito shut down the reports of negotiations having already been held between the two clubs. There were no negotiations with Real Madrid for Franco Mastantuono, I can assure you. Neither with Florentino Perez nor with anyone else. It was a meeting for other reasons, Brito said, explaining a meeting that did take place between officials from the two clubs. Furthermore, he added that Mastantuono is very happy at River Plate at this moment and is not in a hurry to leave, saying, "The player is very calm and very happy at River. We believe that this process should not be rushed. He is in full development, he is 17 years old. Neither the player nor we are in any hurry for him to leave. I think we have to value him and appreciate that we have a great jewel that I have no doubt will break the day he has to leave. Today it's time for him to think about River." Real Madrid consider this transfer market to be closed, and are in no hurry to close the possible arrival of Mastantuono this summer, which is why there are no negotiations underway with the Argentine club to date. However, it is expected that during this season the first contacts between Real Madrid and River will take place, in order to try to close the deal for the 17-year-old wonder kid and land him at the Bernabeu in 2025, as long as he continues to develop. Mastantuono has a contract with River Plate until December 31, 2026, and is shielded by a €45 million release clause. However, Real Madrid are unlikely to meet that figure directly and instead use a fixed fee plus variables formula, like they did with Endrick. Real Sociedad swoop in with a late offer for 20-year-old Real Madrid starlet. Now into the final few days of the summer transfer window, Real Madrid are all but closed on the arrivals front. There is, however, the possibility of a few departures. One player who has been widely linked with a departure in recent weeks is the Castilla striker Álvaro Rodríguez, who is a highly valued member of Raúl González's side. Despite being the pillar of the subsidiary side, however, the youngster is looking to take the next big step in his career. With the door to the first team closed, a departure has been widely discussed. Getafe have been in constant contact with Real Madrid over the youngster's signing and were said to be his most likely destination this summer. As revealed earlier today, however, Strong interest has arrived from another La Liga club, and AS now reveal that the party in question is Real Sociedad. The Basque side have only 3 center forwards ahead of the new season, Mikel Oyarzabal, Umar Sadiq and Carlos Fernandez, and are thus looking to beef up the squad. Rodriguez, on that front, fits into their plans. Just when Getafe's good relations with Real Madrid and promising offer were thought to be enough to secure the move, La Real have appeared on the scene with a superior and more convincing offer that has the player thinking. The coming days, needless to say, will be critical in deciding the youngster's next step. With 2 clubs now negotiating with all their might, the ball lies in the Castilla Stars' court. Last season, the 20-year-old forward made 34 appearances for the Castilla side, scoring 10 goals in the process in the Primera Federation. Ancelotti talks Mbappe, Valverde, Alaba, Tchouaméni, Dani Olmo ahead of Las Palmas versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid will be hoping to secure their second win of the 2024-25 La Liga when they take on UD Las Palmas tomorrow at Gran Canaria. After collecting 4 points from their first 2 matches, Real Madrid find themselves 5 points behind arch-rivals FC Barcelona, who have made a perfect start to the campaign. As such, the reigning champions will be aiming to bag another win tomorrow, and stay close to the league leaders and not let them open up a big lead early in the season. Ahead of the game, manager Carlo Ancelotti addressed the media, discussing the team's situation, the title race, and Kylian Mbappe's form, among other things. Before everything though, the Real Madrid boss sent his condolences to the families of footballer Juan Izquierdo and former manager Sven-Göran Eriksson, who passed away recently. First of all, this week we have had 2 pieces of sad news. Juan Izquierdo has left us, and Eriksson too, who I was particularly fond of because he coached me at Roma. My love for his family, said Ancelotti. Moving on, the Italian tactician discussed what kind of match he expects tomorrow against Las Palmas, saying, "I expect a game with intensity, an open game because Las Palmas like to play." On whether the competition this season is more difficult than last season, saying, "Every year has its challenge. Last season we won a lot at the beginning in the last minutes, for example. It's a normal thing to have to adjust the team every year." There have been some concerns regarding the lack of defensive work rate from the Real Madrid forward early in the season. Addressing that, he said, "You need a compact team, that's key. If the forward presses and the defense doesn't come out, problems. You have to think about the collective, not the individual." When asked about the advantage that Real Madrid have by starting Kylian Mbappe, he said, "And for Rodrigo, Vinicius, we have a lot of resources. We've scored 6 goals and the team is still not at its best. That says a lot. We'll never have a goal problem, you can see that." On whether Mbappe is still adapting to the new team, the manager said, "And progressing. He's working with humility and he's doing well. His adaptation is going well." On his lack of goals in the last 2 matches, the manager added, "His last goal was on the 14th of August. It's only been 2 weeks. It's not a time to worry. Neither us, nor him. He's eager to score." Giving his thoughts on the new UEFA Champions League format, he added, "I don't have an opinion yet, because we haven't played something like this yet. Patience and we'll talk in a year. Sometimes new can be good." The manager then discussed the importance of midfielder Aurelien Tchouaméni to the team, especially with Toni Kroos having left. He said, "He's a very important player. I don't ask him to be Kroos, just as I didn't ask Kroos to be Tchouaméni. The team has to get used to each other." With some questions being raised about Barcelona's methods to register new signing Dani Olmo, Ancelotti was asked about his thoughts on the matter, to which he replied. Ancelotti also praised defender Eder Militao for the way he has started the season, saying, "He's back to his best. Showing continuity, solidity and understanding with Rudiger. His long pass is very precise and he's going to help us a lot. The strikers we have are very quick, so he fits in." The manager also shed light on the challenge he has set for midfielder Federico Valverde, as he said, "I've asked him for 30 goals. He's improving. He's progressing and he's becoming more of a protagonist. He is a leader, as he should be. He gives a clean, serious and motivational atmosphere. Ancelotti also issued an update on David Alba's fitness, stating, "He started running today, but we have to be patient." On the future of Rainier Jesus, he added, "He should find a team where he can show his qualities."